good, my fellow degenerate watch addicts? Today let's take a look at the King Turtle. I reviewed the Captain Willard recently, and if you haven't seen that one yet, shame on you. These bros ain't loyal, man. But in all seriousness, as much as I love the Captain Willard, there's no denying that the value proposition isn't there. It isn't cheap, and it's hard to justify that kind of cost to normal, responsible people. Now, enter the King Turtle, which sits in that happy middle ground of harmony when it comes to cost and quality. For roughly half the price of the Captain Willard, you can get yourself a King Turtle. MSRP is $625, but realistically, you're going to pay around $450. And if you search around and haggle a bit, you could probably find one for $400 or maybe even less than that. At that price, I think you're getting a watch that outshines most Seikos in style, comfort, and the overall wrist-wearing experience. Here are the dimensions, which may appear to be on the bigger side, but I promise you those cushion cases are meant for everyone. How fitting that the case named after a cushion wears as comfortably as lying down on a pillow. There's nothing else I can tell you. It wears like a dream, and I always enjoy wearing any version of the Turtle for that reason. I can wear it all day, every day, for any occasion. While I do like all versions of the Turtle, what I really like about this one is the dial and bezel. There's so much character here, and the watch is really fun to look at. The grid-like patterns on the waffle dial reminds me of graphing paper, and the brushed bezel looks like something straight out of a precision tool factory. These design features are going to resonate with any man that has an affinity for technical thinking because it just screams engineering in watches. And on top of all that tool-like juiciness, you've got that little touch of gold from the secondhand and 200-meter text, which classes it up just enough to tickle that need for luxury in your life. And we can all rejoice because they finally accepted that we don't buy dive watches to actually go diving in, so they decided to go for a sapphire crystal. And this sapphire crystal is no joke either. If you hadn't noticed, my watch is missing a date cyclops. That's because I took a literal hammer and flathead screwdriver and chiseled away at that son of a until it came off. If you're ever concerned about the structural integrity of your sapphire crystal, at least you know it can take a hammer and chisel and be okay. So with that being said, the watch does come with a cyclops, and that's a feature you're either going to love or hate. I don't mind it, but I prefer it gone. The King Turtle comes with all the other bells and whistles of a typical Prospex watch in this price tier, with a 120 click bezel, a screw down crown, and a screw down caseback. All this gives us an ISO certified water resistance rating of 200 meters, so it can take a beating both surfaced and submerged, depending on how cruel you want to be to your watch. If you do plan on wearing this as a beater, the 4R36 movement is more than capable of taking that beating, and will do so with a 41-hour power reserve. It goes without saying that the lume is excellent. No matter what your complaints are with Seiko, you can't hate on their lume. Lumebright is almost illegally bright. It's such a great lume that there's no way they use environmentally friendly chemicals to make it, and I absolutely love it. The offset crown is really well executed. Operating it is a smooth process thanks to the coined edge and smooth threading. Nothing about it feels flimsy and is indicative of a properly assembled movement. The caseback is pure class. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Seiko Prospex caseback is my all-time favorite caseback design. It perfectly captures both elegance and utilitarian toughness in a way that resonates with me more than any other watch. It's got the high polished embossed design that contrasts so well with the brush finish around it, and the screw down design further solidifies the fact that this watch is actually just a mini submarine ready to go deeper than you would ever care to go. Overall, taking the sum of all the King Turtle's parts, I think this thing is a class watch through and through. For me, the star of the show is the upgraded bezel, as I really think it pushes the Turtle in the right direction. It's a completely new evolution that is different enough to attract someone who may not have been a fan of the Turtle before, while still retaining the quintessential Turtle style that is so iconic. If you're like me, you will find yourself constantly admiring it, especially from the side, because it really does look that good. And when a watch is reliable, durable, and good looking, well, if you ask me, there's not much more you can ask for. So that's all I got for now. Let me know in the comments what you think. I always appreciate the view, and a like and subscribe are always welcome. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Bye.